Welcome to the Crazy Dre Podcast Show. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here we go again. Time to talk about the ALDS, the Detroit Tigers and the Seattle Mariners. The Detroit is at home. Our first game of this year, they'll be at home, so it's going to be wild. It'll be crazy in Detroit. It's going to be a lot of fun. Detroit and Seattle are tied for 1-1. They had an opportunity to go 2-0 with Tarek Skubal on the mound. It didn't work so well. Obviously, he gave up 2 home runs to Polanco in the 4th inning. In the 6th inning, he left the ball up in the zone. It kind of a fluke thing, but that's not really the story. The story really is that Detroit has runners on base and they don't score. And that is something that's very, second half of the season for Detroit, it's a lot. It's a lot to ask from the pitchers to keep continually try to do something that they can't do. And that's to keep the game close and wait for your hitters like Carpenter. I know he hit a 2-run home run in the first game to tie the game itself. But, you got Torkelson, you got Green, you got more of the guys that Winslow Perez and Colt Keith. And, guys who are kind of quiet right now, like Dylan Dillinger, I think he's concentrating a lot about calling the right play at the catcher position. And then there's just times that, I think Detroit's putting a lot of pressure on themselves. And, maybe this is what Detroit really is. What I mean is, I think that this is something that Detroit last year got really hot, and everything just seemed to work out for them. And their starting five was healthy and all this stuff, but this doesn't explain the idea that Detroit has this cold streak. And I think a lot of these guys are putting pressure on themselves. I think that they're trying to make the big punch, the big home run. I see like Green struggles more than he should. Torgerson, he's doing all right. He's feeling the ball better. If it wasn't for Josh Naylor's error when Torres walked in the 8th and he was safe at second, that could have been an easy out 3-out inning and nothing would have happened in Torkelson. I think it was Torkelson that got onto first base. But let me check here. If you look here, Torkelson doubled to the right. Green scored. So Green and Torres both scored. So it was Green that got lucky that he didn't get out. It was a Josh Naylor error. So that was one of those things that if it wasn't for errors that Cleveland Guardians and Seattle make, Detroit would have not won any of those games, especially in the Cleveland Guardian wild card series. But let's move on from that. Let's talk about the starting pitchers. And I want to start with Seattle's starting pitcher, Mr. Logan Gilbert. Now, Logan Gilbert is 6-6 at 3.44 ERA at 173 strikeouts in total. And on the road, he's got 72 strikeouts. On the road, he's 3-4 with a 4.74 ERA. So that's more than at home. So this might play into Detroit Tigers' field. When he's away, he gives up 12 home runs and he walks 17 out of 28 AL teams. So he does give up a lot more walks on the road. So this could help Detroit relax a little bit. This could help Detroit just get themselves warmed up and maybe not put so much pressure on the hitters. I still think Detroit needs to swing at close pitches, especially Winslow Perez. Somebody said that maybe Jamal Job should be at bat more often, but with AJ Hinge's philosophy about when to put guys in, when to take guys out, that's something to consider about AJ Hinge. He's a lot like Dan Campbell. He just does his own thing and he believes in his own thing in himself. But when Finnegan gave up that run that was hit by Rodriguez in the bottom of the eighth, maybe that was an extension of too many innings for that pitcher, Finnegan. But I don't know. I'm a fan. I'm a sports guy. I'm a Detroit Tiger fan, Detroit Pistons, Red Wings, and so on. So it looks like Detroit might have an advantage over Logan Gilbert. When Gilbert does, let's just look at this. When Gilbert does pitch against Detroit, he has 2 starts, inning pitch, 10 innings. He gave up 11 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned runs, no home runs, and 3 walks, 19 strikeouts. So remember, he probably pitched in one of those games at the end of the first half of the season as the All-Star weekend was coming up. So he's seen Detroit on the road. So this might not play too well. Maybe I'm wrong about what I'm saying here, but I think Detroit needs to have more of a desperate uh, outcry. I think they need to really have it so that they win this game with Casey Mize pitching in the 4th game of the season. I mean, of the series. Hopefully, we close it in. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves, and let's look at Jack Flaherty. Jack Flaherty, uh, 8 for 15 record, 4.64 ERA, 188 strikeouts. He's 5-8. He's 4.18 at home for his ERA. He's got 109 strikeouts at home, so he throws the ball better at home. He finds his location. Uh, the one game that he played, pitched against Seattle, 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 2 home runs, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. So, but at home overall, he has given up 78 hits, 44 runs, 43 earned runs, 15 home runs, 35 walks, and 109 strikeouts, like I said before. But with the Cleveland series, he ended up winning 6-3 when he went up against them. So he went up for 4.2 ERA. 4.2 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, two walks, and 4 strikeouts. So that was his last win in the wild card. So saying that, I think maybe Jack is the guy to go after because he's a playoff kind of personality. He focuses it more on really tough games. Uh, I know a lot of people say that this is a flexural pitcher. He goes up and down a lot during the season, but maybe he's a playoff guy, and maybe he just needs to be in the playoffs to do something about it. Maybe he's not a guy that is a rotating 5 pitcher all his career, but maybe during the playoffs you put him in towards the end of the year to win a game. You keep him in there. There's so much more positivity that we can think about Jack. I think Jack is the type of guy that you have to kind of prop him up, keep his confidence going. Maybe not really talk to him like he's a child or like he can't do it, but just like keep telling him you're the man, you can do it. I know we have faith in you. We have faith in you. And I think that if Detroit wins game 3, Detroit will have a huge advantage. I mean, obviously, I mean, if they if they lose the game 3, it'll be because of the hitters. I really think that Detroit has to swing. They have to come close. I really think that Detroit will have to stop with maybe. Uh, they're not really complaining about the umpires, but there's been a couple calls that the strike zone has been a little wide against Detroit. Maybe it's the inexperience of Detroit Tigers. I really don't know, folks. But knowing this is a huge game. The game will be on at 4 o'clock on Tuesday. I'm going to try something. I'm going to air the podcast, the audio in the morning, and then put the put the show on Patreon and YouTube at noon so you can watch it. So if you like listening to the podcast or like listening to the show, uh, if you think I'm right, let me know. If you think I'm totally garbage, I don't know what I'm talking about. Uh, Also, let me know. So peace, love, and you guys have a good day. And let's go, Detroit. Let's go, son.